What's up, Cardboard YouTube? It's your boy, the Big Cat. We're stuck inside, sick this weekend. We got to find something fun to do, so here it is. Come on a little Friday night date with me. Lost Caverns of Ixalan Collector's Boosters. Fun stuff. Beautiful set, beautiful color. Just a quick shout out before we get into these. This like neon pink, it's awesome. It's way more pink and yellow light, but it shows up on the camera almost this red. I love this. I'm like in love with that super magenta. It's like magenta red. It's awesome. Anyways, these are boosters 65 million years in the making. I'm a big Jurassic Park nerd and a dinosaur nerd. I think Ixalan's really cool. So, and I bought some packs to crack for being a good boy this year. This is my Christmas gift to myself. So that's what we're gonna do. Who knows? We may find something amazing. So yeah, let's open some collector's boosters. Thank you for chilling with me while I'm sick and boring and stuck inside. All right, we'll start out with this first little box topper. You know, so far it's only been uncommons in this slot for us. We really haven't hit a whammy yet. I don't know the full extent of what you can find in this slot, but a lot of cool artifacts with some pretty decent price on the chase art. Even the, you know, stuff, Worn Power Stone, Lightning Greaves, but curious to see if we can hit something big in this slot and really get something good here. Hopefully without destroying the card would be even better. Let's see what we got. Thought Vessel. Hey, not bad. Thought Vessel is actually pretty sought after little commander card. Kind of one of those you wish you always had more of. Great 2-mana rock. Probably better than Reliquary Tower, maybe, in the right deck. Yeah, but beautiful foil Thought Vessel there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, let's open some packs, see what we got. You know, I haven't seen it, but I wonder if there are people out there who get double box toppers. Like, that would be one of the coolest things to see on film. Like, they don't really do box toppers as much anymore. We're going to fly past all these commons and uncommons. Bear with me there. There's our beautiful Swamp. A little Lannery Storm in the showcase. Kutzil's Flanker. Don't know much about that, but I don't think it matters. Just like Squirming Essence is fine. There's our commander card. March of the Canonized. Hulking Raptor is just fine. Seen quite a few of those in our box openings. A little Jurassic Park Forest. Love that. And beautiful Treasure Map. That's always a fun one. That's always a fun one there. So we'll just put that there. Yep, our rares, tokens. All right, we're ready to rock. Let's see though. We're looking for some juicy mythics. We're looking for our dope special guest. Just fly past a bunch of that. Gorgeous Forest. It's Quinth, firstborn of Gishoth. Gishoth's little baby. He's a little rascal. He kind of looks like the Roller Gator. If you know the Roller Gator, give me a what's up in the chat there. Echoing Deeps. That's just fine. That's basically what it is. Tarian's Soul Cleaver. Not much there for us. Mist Dancer. Other Merfolk get +1/+0 and flying, and it has Encore. Huh, kind of a finisher for Merfolk, I guess. Molten Collapse in that showcase, not bad. We've seen it before. Ooh, Ravenous Tyrannosaurus isn't bad though. Those are going for about 30 bucks these days right now. So nice little JP hit. And Deep Fathom Echo is kind of a nothing as well. So that T-Rex is kind of our best move so far. Pretty fun dinosaur. Beautiful art too. I love that they captured the moment when like the banner is falling down. You know, the music's hitting, that you barely escape Jurassic Park. They're about to go in the helicopter and they does that awesome roar fighting the raptors. So cool. Beautiful planes. Preacher of the Schism. Preacher of the Schism. Preacher of the... Nope. Promise of Aclazotz. It's an adventure. Sacrifice a non-demon creature. If you do, create a 4/3 white and black vampire demon with flying. Okay, at the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice a non-demon. If you do, populate. Huh. That's kind of a fun card for commander. I like that. Veto, Fanatic of Aclazotz. Veto in the showcase. Whenever you sacrifice another permanent, gain 2 life. If this is the first time this ability is resolved this turn. If it's the second, your opponent loses 2 life. If it's the third, make a vampire token. Huh. That's fun. Well, that's a fun aristocrat there for you. Gonar. That's kind of in our mythic slot, which she's really our first one here. So we'll move some of these lesser thans out of the way. There's our little mythic. Beautiful Jurassic Park Plains. Sanguine Evangelist. Nice, but we'll catch you on the flip side. Not much to say about her. We're going to make like a little little concentrated spot for all the dope cards. Jurassic Park. These will be Jurassic Parks. These will be lands. There we go. Boom. Beautiful copy token, too. Great art in this set. I mean, that's the thing. No matter how you feel about Magic coming to the end of 2023, the sets are good. The product is good. The cards are good. I mean, this set's got some real power in it. It's a beautiful set. All right. Gorgeous Foil Mountain doing its thing. Caparocti Sunborn. Brass's Tunnel Grinder. Yada, yada. Hit the Motherlode in the showcase. Progenitor's Icon. Excuse me. As Progenitor's Icon in the battlefield, choose a creature type, add 1 mana of any color. The next spell of the chosen type can be cast as though it had flash. That's a good rock for tribal. I like that. I like that. 3's a little on the high end for a stone, but for any color in a really diverse tribe, that might be the fixing you want to see. And there's Echoing Deeps again. We got the Molten in the showcase and another Echoing. These are very cute. We want the Skullspore Nexus in this art. It's just so cool. It's hard to see here, but there's actually like a little mirror of that dinosaur in the water there. Very cool. I love these arts. Very, very cool. And there's a foil, JP Force. We love to see it. Ooh, and Bloodletter of Aclazotz in the showcase is awesome. That's quite a hit. Gorgeous pattern, gorgeous art. Look at that foil. We love it. If an opponent lose life, they lose double. He's seeing a few dollars, but I think this foil showcase is probably the ripper so far. Very nice. That's a good one to get. We're stoked on that. Love that card. Look at that art. Even on the table there, shining. That's wild. See, that's a foil that'll stand the test of time. I think people are going to want to see that for years. Especially because I don't know. One thing I think that's really cool about Ixalan is like, it takes real world culture and something that you don't see depicted all the time as like troped in fantasy. And even some things that I think are fairly controversial, like conquistadors and, you know, Mesoamerican cultures and things like that, but like depicts them in a way that I think is like celebratory of it, but also saying, but we're playing in our own space, don't worry about it here. And I think it walks a fine line of being something really appreciative and beautiful without causing a lot of controversy, which I think is so cool about the set. Hats off to the people walking that line. That's not easy. Kite Sail Larcenist, I don't think means anything to anyone. Dire Flail is similar. Nothing Burger. Contest of Claws. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to another target creature. If excess damage was dealt, discover X. Dude, this is good. That's a good. It's a bite, not a fight. So you hit them and they don't hit back. So green removal. Man, and if you have a huge powered guy, this lets you get that little damage on the foil track mark. You can see the little printer mark there. Put a little gash in her. There's some touchy there. But discover X too? Like that removal off of your big guy before you swing and then a creature coming down is pretty good. I like that card for green. Anim Pakal, Thousandth Moon. Not necessarily what we're looking for, but she's fine. Again, another cool showcase. Cool characters. Command Tower. I like this Jurassic Park Command Tower a lot. It's so cool. It's the visitor center, you know? And Restless Prairie. Oh, okay. So they've got another Restless land. All the Restless cycle between this one and Eldraine. This one has the allied ones. But that's cool. I haven't seen this in the showcase with the foil there. Beautiful. Hey, not bad. Not bad. We're opening some fun cards we haven't seen yet still. This is going to be a fun little opening, guys. Hang in there with me. This will be a good one. Boom, boom, boom. We'll fly through. There's a Gorgeous Forest. Bartolome. First Among Equals. Yada, yada. Do not care. Fabrication Foundry. Don't really care. Bronzebeak Foragers, a white dinosaur. I think white dinosaurs are always so cool. They're usually plant eaters. White and 3. When it enters the battlefield, for each opponent, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent until this leaves play. Put target card with X exiled with it into its owner's graveyard. And you gain X life? Huh. That's cool. Okay, there's a way to like smuggle them out of play. Restless Anchorage. Beautiful showcase Restless is. These are way better than just opening normally. Spitting Dilophosaurus, a Jurassic Park card we had not hit yet, but pretty saucy. Black and 2. Whenever Dilophosaurus enters the battlefield or attacks, put a -1/-1 on counter on up to target creature. Great. Creature opponent control with -1 can't block. Dude, this dinosaur rocks. I know black is not the dino color, but dude, that's a good dino. This is good for -1/-1 decks. Like, I like spinning Dilophosaurus. Wow, cheeky little dino. And here we go. Ogier Talk. He's seeing a little love recently. I think he was on Weekly Winners on MTG Stocks recently. Look at those glowing mushrooms. That's a little wild there. Little glowing mushrooms, huh, Magic? Letting your freak flag fly. Look at my greasy fingerprint on that foil, too. That card is damaged now because of me. Yuck. Anyhow, beautiful foil. And yeah, it transforms. And, you know, becomes a temple. So they live in the temple. You know, the gods are the temple. But if one or more creature tokens, I mean, he's Anointed Procession, so he's a 6/6 Anointed Procession for 6. Like, why would this card not hold up well? It's going to be good. So, boom. Our Mythic slot's doing pretty good for us here tonight. We're getting some foil Mythics. We like to see it. We're about halfway through this thing, too. Maybe a little more than half. So, nice to see some pickups, though. Island, Pitiless Plunderer, very cool. Whenever another creature you control dies, I mean, that's probably the best pirate, right? Pitiless Plunderer. So we like to see that. A Restless Vents in the foil there. Corpses of the Law. Skeleton Pump. When it enters the battlefield, make a skeleton. At the beginning of your end step, if you descended this turn, pay 1 life. If you do, return this to its owner's hand. Okay, just a way to make more skeletons. Not bad. That's what skeletons like to do. Xavier Sal, Infested Captain. He's a fungus pirate. Remove a... Ooh, he's got some gunk on him. He was infested. Oh, that card was damaged a little bit. Remove a counter from another permanent you control. Populate. Okay, not bad. Sacrifice another creature. Proliferate. Ooh, proliferate, populate. This guy's cool. That's a keep forever. Amalia. Benavides. Aguirre. We like her a lot. You know, 2 mana, so she's a bear. She's a 2/2. She's a aristocrat bear. She's a vampire, which is great. She should have been some other tribe than scout, but that's fine. Ward, pay 3 life. We like it. Whenever you gain life, she explores, then destroy all other creatures if her power is exactly 20. Nuts, but very cool. And again, look, this dope script in the back. It's like some sick, like graffiti, lowrider art. Like, how do you not like that? How do you not? Compy Swarm in foil. Very nice little JP foliage here. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, create a tapped token that's a copy of Compy Swarm. Yikes, but very cool. And that's from that scene. I think that's in the second Jurassic Park movie where that guy goes off and tries to kill him with that thing and just gets killed. I think he was taking a piss, if I'm not mistaken. Anyhow, Terry and Soul Cleaver, see you later. All right. We still got more packs to go. This one just does not want to open, honestly. Okay, ooh, that one got a little bent there. Oopsie doodle. At least it's the common. Yikes. Okay, Swamp. This guy, this little goblin, this little froglin. Get lost in foil. Not bad. That'll be worth a couple bucks. Jade Light Spelunker, a little throwback to Jade Light Ranger. Doesn't have the same steam. Hackball of the Surging Soul. At the beginning of combat on your turn, each Mofork you control explores. Yep. Whenever it attacks, you may put a land card from your hand on your battlefield. If you don't, draw a card. Very nice. Nice little mythic there. Bringer of the Last Gift. This is cool art. I don't think this is worth very much, but this is cool art and a cool card. If you cast it, each player sacrifices all other creatures they control. Then each player returns all creature cards from the graveyard that weren't put there this turn. So, a little mountain, little Jurassic Mountain. Ooh, the Myco Tyrant. We have not opened one yet. And here's a showcase foil of him. Very, very nice. His power and toughness are equal to the number of fungi and or saplings. At the beginning of your end step, make X 1/1 black tokens with this creature can't block, where X is the number of times you descended. Ooh. So he's the descend hit. Sack those tokens, get those treasures, do it all, and then make a bunch of 1/1s at the end of turn. And then his power and toughness keeps growing. Boy, that's wild. That's fun, though. Our Mythic slot is treating us really well. A lot of showcase foil Mythics in here. Not unhappy about that. Not unhappy at all. All right, didn't destroy those cards opening them. Forest. A Kawali, the Seething Tower. Oh, is he a fungus? Yeah, he is. Descend 4. As long as there are 4 more permanents in your graveyard, he gets +2/+2 and has trample. Descend 8. As long as there are 8 or more permanents in your graveyard, he gets an additional +2/+2 and can't be blocked by more than one creature. That's fun. You know, that's probably fun. And can you descend enough in limited? If you can, that's a hoot. The Ever-Flowing Well. Legendary artifact. 2 mill cards, descend 8. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 8 or more permanents in your graveyard, transform. And it becomes whenever you cast a permanent spell with mana using myriad pools, up to one other target permanent you control becomes a copy of that spell. That's a really interesting card. Excuse me. Dusk Legion Sergeant. Each non-token vampire gains persist. That's not bad. Ooh, Showcase Tishana's Tidebender. Beautiful card. Love that face. Like, so cool. Again, the art in this set is awesome. Like, more Magic cards like this, please. There's a lot of beautiful card games today. There's not one that looks immediately like this, and it looks like a Magic card and something else too. Like, it uses the border. I love it. I love it. I love it. And another Jurassic Park card. Not bad for us. I mean, she's not a mythic, but we'll put her over there. Life Finds a Way. Not bad. You know, people are down on this card. It's like not popular. And when I first read it, I was like, it makes so much sense for like dinosaur decks. And a Queen Bay's Paladin. Not bad at all. All right, last 3 packs. Let's see. We've been kind of rolling here. So let's see if there's something hot. I think we're still looking for our special guest too. So we're awaiting the special guest, which I always think is a really cool way. God, I keep bending these on the way out. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. Belligerent Yearling, another baby dino. Tarian's Journal. The Deeproot Pilgrimage. Whenever one or more non-token merfolk you control become tapped, make a merfolk with hexproof. This will see some play, right? Like, Weta, Trainer Prodigy. She has haste, she's got Naya, she's a human warrior. Target creature you control fights another target creature. This costs 2 less if it targets 2 creatures you control. Okay. So she's into dino fighting. Is that what we're saying here? She's basically like, I'm the commander deck about having your dinosaurs fight each other, which that's some Pokemon level stuff right there. Ooh, Aquazotz. Beautiful in the showcase. So another mythic showcase there. Very nice. Black God, he's very, very cool. Very strong card. Nice little evil bat. A Jurassic Park Plains. And another showcase foil. But that's the different Restless ones. These are these like pictogram ones instead of these temple ones. And those are the ones we'd seen before. So pretty interesting. Yeah, that one's allied color too. So I don't know what's going on. I guess, man, they were like, you know what? We don't want these. Manlands have been worthless now for about 5 years. And we don't want suddenly manlands to have a value. Like, that's not what we're doing. So you know what, guys? Even if we make a new series of manlands, if they're good, you need to print 4, 5, 6 different styles so that they are not able to be worth more than $1 a piece. Do you understand? We do not want lands that make 2 colors of mana and have abilities to be worth more than $1. Make sure they all enter the battlefield tapped, and that there is no possible way that they are worth more than $1. You understand me? You understand me? Our number 1 complaint in the game of Magic is that lands are too expensive. And that's the biggest problem we're facing as a company. Evangelist, Paleontologist, Pickaxe. Put these in the wrong spot, these tokens. Go over here because these are our commander cards. Bone Horde Dracosaur. There he is. Big Papa. The best dino. He's got flying. He's got first strike. He's got 5/5 for 5. So he's already a dinosaur dragon. He is a dragon. And at the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top 2 cards of your library. Then you can play him. And if you exile the land this way, make a 3/1 dinosaur. And if you exile the non-land, here's some treasures so you can play those. This is a good dinosaur. Ooh, Savage Order. Foil. Boy, we're Jurassic Park wealthy in this one, guys. We're going to get 5 and 2 in foil? That's pretty nice. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sack a creature with power 4 or greater. Search your library for a dinosaur, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle, and it's indestructible until your next turn. That's a great card too. Yeah, I mean, Atali, it kind of comes to mind with this, right? We're going to ETB Atali out of the deck when we're in multicolored dinos and like really hit the jam. Man, okay. So this is actually the second Lord Windgrace we're going to pop as a special guest. We had one in another box. That video is probably up by now. Foil, which is nice. I mean, that's even flashier as your commander. A little rough on that top edge. I don't know if you guys can see that up there. But still, I mean, I love this art of this card. I love the Planeswalkers that can be commanders. I think that's so cool. I still think Planeswalkers have a hard time being good in Commander. But I mean, these colors with some graveyard synergy, I mean, Dredge and some other fun things, Descend, you know, and discarding a card, draw a card, and if it's a land, draw an additional card. Like, you know, Crucible of Worlds, Crucibles of, gosh, what's that new one? Crucible of Phyrexia, you know, that's great. And then remove 2 lands from your graveyard or to the battlefield, okay, or destroy up to 6 non-land permanents. Then create 6. I mean, that's awesome. Like, you aren't destroying your permanents. Like, you could ramp them to 11 pretty fast, proliferate. Interesting card. I gotta look up some Lord Windgrace lists, but there's our special guest. All right. And the last pack in this box, but certainly not the last pack in this video. There's our Mountain. Thrashing Brontodon. A Bloodletter of Aquazats in foil again, so a nice little mythic there. Tarian's Journal, quite a few of those. Tributary Instructor. The first among equals, we know about him. Blue Loyal Raptor. I mean, again, we are ripping these Jurassic Park cards. Look at us. Look at us. And the little Pugnacious Hammerskull in foil. Whenever he attacks, while you don't control another dinosaur, put a stun counter on it. So he just wants to be with his other dinos. I mean, he's not very good, but you just need a cheap dinosaur to play with them. All those little buddies. All right, well, there's box 1. So let's just keep rocking and rolling right into box 2, and we'll keep doing with these Lost Caverns like we always do. Let's start out with our little box topper. Gosh, I hate opening this. How's that for a way to do it? And I didn't cut my finger off. What do we got? Coercive Portal. Oh, wow, a mythic. So, again, I've only seen, I think, like, uncommons come out of this slot. So, Will of the Council for 4. At the beginning of your upkeep, starting with you, each player votes for Carnage or Homage. If Carnage gets more votes, sacrifice Coercive Portal and destroy all non-land permanents. If Homage gets more votes, or the vote is tied, just draw a card. So, do you want me to blow the board up, or should I draw? Interesting card. Probably really hard to play and actually see real value from, but ton of fun. I mean, if you like playing politics and Commander, put that card in your deck. All right. Although I will say, I played against the first like Will of the Council deck I ever played the other day. I got tired of it. It was so boring to be like, now you vote, now you vote. I'm always getting advantage, but you're getting screwed over sometimes or something small, but the board gets worse for you. And I was like, dude, I'm over this. Just combo me and kill me, please. This Will of the Council stuff's gone on long enough. Swamp. Another little froglin. The Great Door in foil, sure. Treasure Map, another one. Ripples of Potential, well, that's what we're looking for. Pugnacious, there he is, a little replicatey. Forest, another. And Corpses of the Lost, sure enough. Not much to say about that one. But we're gonna slam into these last ones. Our first box was pretty good. Let's see how we do in this one. You know, you never know. The special guest can really tip the scales for you, and there's some other goodies in here. Sanguine Evangelist, 1,000 Move Smithies. This was actually looking for $1 or 2 these days. Carmen, Cruel Sky Marcher. Excuse me. Whenever a player sacrifices a permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on Carmen, Cruel Sky Marcher, and you gain life. Okay, and she's flying. Boy, she's 5. Okay. Whenever she attacks, return up to 1 target permanent card with mana value less than or equal to her power from graveyard. Dude, this card's good. You gotta brew around it. But this seems like an Aristocrats card. Like, you can pump her on your triggers, play a bunch of stuff that makes your opponents pump her, gaining that life. Black-White loves that. Like, that's not bad. That's a good card. Ooh, Roaming Throne Showcase. Let's go. That's a hit. Ooh, look at that with this weird red guy, and he's got some candles. But Roaming Throne, you guys, this is the new, like, one of the best Commander cards I'll ever print, right? It's a 4/4 for 4. Colorless. Goes in every deck. It's got Ward 2. You choose a creature type. It enters the battlefield as that type. It is the chosen type in addition to its other types. And if a triggered ability of another creature you control, the chosen type triggers, it triggers twice. Like, this is so good. Doubling, you know, a tribal Panharmonicon that's colorless with Ward is kind of everything you want. And a lot of tribes will even be stoked to just have like a 4 body that's their guy, right? Roaming Throne. Fantastic hit. And another Great Door at the back there. Wow, a little duplicate, but that was cool. That was cool. Beautiful showcase, Roaming Throne. Gotta love that. That's an awesome card to rip. We like just seeing Roaming Throne, period. All right. There's an island. There's a Kutzil. There's a subterranean schooner. Those are getting a few bucks these days. These are kind of popular. You know, having your crew explore is not a bad ability by any means. Stalactite Stalker, Charismatic Conqueror, that's a hit. This guy's worth a few bucks these days. That guy's going in our little hits pile. Oh, and Inti in the showcase. He's a hit too. He's kind of surging right now. So a couple little hit rares. Foil Command Tower. Love to see it. You need Command Tower. Having them in foil is awesome. And hit the Motherlode. We did not quite hit the Motherlode, but still opening some good cards. I mean, they're just good cards for standard of this. This reminds me a lot of like, the last time I said I think was as good as this with cards coming out in Impact and Standard was probably Eldraine, the first Eldraine set. Just with how it's like, oh, you're just opening Dominators. Whereas the current Eldraine set, in my opinion, is probably one of the most slept on sets with those Enchanted Tails at the back. You can really rip some gas. All right. Resplendent Angel. Nice little foil mythic. She's only worth a few bucks, you know, but Angels are popular. Not a bad card. There we go. Kutzil's Flanker, again, don't know about that guy, don't know if he's worth much. The Captain's Locker, but another Kintorius, the alternate showcase type. Funny little guy. We're probably going to move this one because we opened the foil showcase, and again, I don't love Planeswalkers too much, but very nice little hit. Ooh, Hunting Velociraptor is another JP hit. These are worth 30 bucks. Prowl. If you dealt combat damage to a player, you can play your dinosaur for red and 2. This guy's awesome, and it has First Strike. Like, what a good dino. Malcolm. Doesn't matter. He's in the middle. He's not really in the middle. He's more like Malcolm on the bottom. A Siren Pirate, too. Like, come on. Get out of here. Siren. We want a merfolk, not a siren. Siren's a pretty unexplored creature type in Magic, too. Bartolome. There we are. Corpses of the Lost. We've opened quite a few of those tonight. And a Kite Cell Larcenist. Not our first, probably not our last. Gem Cutter. Buccaneer. When he or another pirate enters the battlefield, make a tap treasure. Okay. Slow treasure. And treasures you control are equipment in addition to their other types and have equipped creature. Oh, equip pirate 1. Oh, so it's like a bone axe. That's pretty dope, actually. That's fun. Just give all of your pirates a treasure to pick up and wield. That's fun. That's fun. I don't know. Do pirates attack like that? I don't know how pirate deck works. Restless Vents in the showcase, a Mosasaur, and a foil showcase, Echoing Deeps. All right. Good old Deeps. All right, boom. We're just going to slide on past them. There's the Plains again. Those lands are gorgeous. Scytheclaw Raptor. Ooh, foil. Ogier Anoxil. Ogier. Anoxil. Something like that. Deepest Might. Trample. He's a 4/4 for 4. You know, man. Yeah, and he just jams damage. This guy's awesome. Beautiful art, too, again. I love his design. Like, his friggin' arm is a dinosaur. He has, like, a big, fat dinosaur tail. He's flying out of a volcano with demons and, like, a hack axe, and he's, like, a big furry skull on a gold thing. Dude, I'd worship that thing if it emerged. Like, that. I'd hope it smash a few things I shouldn't be worshiping these days. Sunken Citadel, go on through. Or Rich Stalactite. Look at how they're working the stalactite on that card. It's a little wild. What if we turned it? No, we're not going to do that. Use your imagination at home, but wild. Polani's Hatcher. A Grim Gigantosaur. This is a flop in the JP slot. This is one of those that I don't think is worth much at all. Probably happy to get rid of this one.